Hello, welcome to turn 1 in a game called Antiquarian. My name is Mew. I'm playing as a romantic cruise, god of Phaeacia. In the beginning there was chaos, and now the wheel has turned once again. So here's turn 1. Turn 1, always quite simple. This will be even simpler than usual, because I don't plan on declaring a profit this turn. I'll just look at the map briefly though first. This map was generated using MapNuke. I'm not as big a fan of MapNuke maps as I am of Kato maps, because I think these maps are a bit too gritty. With that in mind, I think I've counted up the provinces. I think it's going to be 3 provinces and then a cap, and then 3 provinces and then a cap, and then 3 provinces and then a cap. Prompt start, someone, and then 3 provinces and then a cap. Probably both horizontally and vertically, since the maps usually generate like that. So we have this like square between the thrones that we should probably try and fill in during our expansion phase. That'll be the plan anyway. There isn't too much water on this map. There is a little bit though. We've got quite a bit of it around our capital, and we do a lot of sailing, so that's pretty good for us. Just going to go to recruitment though. Let's see, recruitment. So mostly I'm just going to be recruiting the Colossi light infantry in the first few turns. Pretty good unit. They've got 20 hit points and a shield, decent defense. Their protection's terrible because they've got a linen cuirass, but you've got a spear and a javelin, and you can mass these quite easily, so I'll be recruiting lots of them every turn. In the balance mod that we're using, these are a bit more expensive than in vanilla. You can't mass them quite as hard, but they're still pretty cheap. We'll get out a few of those guys. I'm also going to get a Colossi Storm Captain. These guys are great leaders. +1 for 3, 80 units. And importantly, they have sailing for max size 3. And the Colossi light infantry are size 3. So, our starting commander only has sailing for size 2, so I wouldn't be able to move them around. So he's a bit useless. We do have the Dark Vessels thing as well, which lets you do any amount of sailing, but that requires Dominion on both shores, which we don't really have Dominion anywhere on turn 1, so not really practical at the moment. So that'll be my recruitment. Since I want the Colossi Storm Captain to be leading around my troops for the sailing, this commander is useless, so I'm going to just suicide him on turn 1. Because we have 2 farmlands that are separated by seas, so we can just roll straight over those. So I'm going to send the scout into Dunheim over here, so we can get an accurate report on what this province looks like. And then this commander is just going to sail into Traveller's Rest so that we can get an accurate report on what this province looks like as well. I don't think it's any great loss. And next turn, the commander we're recruiting can lead out these guys with the starting army that's currently in the garrison. Got a couple of light infantry and archers. Goes on as good, but... and that's pretty much it for turn 1, right? I'll just mention, just in case you didn't watch the intro video, this game's running the JBBM balance mod. It's also running 2 other little mods as well. It's running snow.dm, which just gives every single unit and commander in the game snow movement. And it's also running a mod called Less Water, which turns underwater nations into coastal nations. I think there is 1 underwater nation in this game. Maybe it's Oceania? Let's see. Yeah, Oceania is in the game. So in this mod, this is actually a coastal nation. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but I've never played Oceania, so... yeah, maybe there's another water nation in this game, I don't know. But yeah, if you ever want to use water nations but you don't want them to be water nations, maybe check out the Less Water mod. I'll put a link to it in the description below. But that's literally it for turn 1. So there's mercenaries, the archers in white, but we can't recruit them. We spent all of our gold on Colossi. That was turn 1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on turn 2. Hello, welcome back. Turn 2, as usual, is just spent reading some proclamations. So let's read some proclamations, shall we? First up, Pythium. 0 out of 5, stool has no back. The Centurion is the prophet of customer reviews. Nice. For Ulm, we have Agilaf, is the prophet of Phallus Maximus. This is not a good sign. We're only 2 prophets in and we've already got unnamed prophets. Just really dreadful showing. Maragnon, no barcode, must be free. Aha! The prophet of working retail for 20 years. Master of the Forges. Miklan, a local man with 23 strength, the tribal king, is the prophet of 3rd times the charm. Does that mean he has like a massive strength plus on his guys? It's been so long since I saw Miklan. They used to be such a powerhouse in Dominions 3. Gatiz. There is greater than 200 corpses on Mount Everest. Is the prophet of The More You Know. Bull of the Storms, he who is crowned with wisdom. That's a great title for The More You Know. We have Vanheim. Gordon Ramsay likes our crab cakes. Is the prophet of Acoustic Kitty. What? It's a very strange one. Master of Wind on the Waters, the Whirlpool, Master of Winter Realms, Fountain of All Waters. Sounds like a lot of water magic. Nazca, we have Moist Croquembouche, the prophet of Can You Smell What the Rock's Cooking? That's pretty good. We have Zabalva has Poxlum. Is this another unnamed prophet? Come on. The prophet of Did You Know That Cheetahs Chirp? I don't know, I suppose it depends how you define chirp. Master of Stellar Lights, Opener of the Ways, Patron of Thieves. Flegra, we have Don't Think That Ambien Worked. Is the prophet of 3 AM Ambient Posting. Protector of the Holy Mountain. Oceania, gaze in horror upon the Ictisaur commander. That's pretty funny. Prophet of Cue-Ball, the man with no hair. Bringer of War. Yeah, and they made a battle. So those are the prophets we can see so far. We sent our starting commander into a suicide mission against, frankly, not much. This is very, very lightly defended, which is great news. So we can probably take this pretty quickly if we need to. It's just a couple of archers, like infantries and militias. So that's really nice. We can also see from the scout report that Dunheim also looks pretty small. It just says militias and infantries at the moment. Heavy infantries. But yeah, this turn is just attacking Dunheim. I could attack either of these farmlands, it feels like. So I just made the determination, if we're assuming that caps are just, you know, they have 3 provinces between them. If I was starting here, I would probably want to go towards this farmland. Or this farmland. I'd want to go into the plains if I could. So there'd be a 50-50 chance I'm heading towards this farmland. Whereas if I'm starting here, I could go anywhere. If I go left, I get 2 farmlands. If I go right, I get 2 farmlands. If I go north, I get 1 farmland. So that seems like the least tempting. And that's about as much kind of, you know, theorizing as we can really do. So between these 2 farmlands, I think this one is under the least threat. I think it's likely this player tries to go towards this first. So, of the 2 farmlands, that's the one I'm going to attack. So, got my starting commander recruited. He's Air 2, Water 1. He's just going to cast Air Shield on himself and then nothing really. He'll just be on spell duty. He should be fine. He's got a shield plus Air Shield, so he shouldn't get picked off by arrows or anything. My Colossi I just recruited are in the squad with the light infantry. They're all just on fire to throw their javelins. Archers are on fire archers, because usually commanders are near archers. Yeah, and we'll just throw it into the farmland and hopefully we take it, no problems. Hopefully it's a nice one for us. Back home in Phaeacia, I am going to recruit another one of these commanders just to have it ready to go, because it'll be our next leader. And some more Colossi light infantry. I'm probably going to get quite a lot of these every turn. It'll be a while before I recruit something different, I think. We can get about, what is this, 3, 6, 7 at the moment, because the commander's eating quite a lot of resources. We should be able to recruit about 10 a turn. Maybe 17 Colossi is enough to take this. You could give it a shot, or maybe wait one more turn to be safe. But that's it for the turn. The mercenaries are the archers from White Winter Armor, and we've got more archers. I'm not too interested in those though. So fingers crossed we take Dunheim with no problems. I guess I'd also say, like, the other reason that attacking Dunheim I think is best is because it gives us more options. If we go to Traveller's Rest, there's only really 3 directions we can look at. Probably not going to attack straight into Barbs. Whereas this gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 6, because we could then sail over the water into the throne as well if we wanted to. This province, by the way, is heavy cav, so it's going to be a while before we can take that one. Yeah, all of our nearby provinces are actually pretty bad. Barbs, lizards, heavy cav. Yeah, that was turn 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a moment on turn 3. Hello, welcome back. We spied a battle, and had a battle. Yeah, I moved my scout over towards where I suspected a capital would be. It looks like it's Marignon. He's attacking into heavy cavalry. So, respect to him. You have a bless, let's see. That looks like a... resists. Okay! That is a bless. Shock resistance 15, poison resistance, fire resistance, reinvigoration, magic resistance, strength, combat farcaster, unaging, magic leadership. So what do we have there? That's air, nature, fire, earth, astral, and also earth? Not sure. Yeah, a lot of magic. His commander is so close to getting killed. Oh my god, he's got 3 hit points. He's so lucky. Wow. That was Zamike. Let's see. He lost 4 Pikeneers, 1 Knight of the Chalice. That was his sacred. 3 Flagellants, a crossbow, and almost his prophet. Yeah. Pretty brave. We also attacked into Dunheim. This is a bit unfortunate because the heavy infantry start low, but then they move up and go around the light infantry. We end up with the heavy infantry fighting our light infantry instead of the Lossite light infantry. We lose a couple of the little light infantry guys to the heavy infantry, unfortunately. That's not too bad, but we do lose 5 infantry, which is a shame. That's quite a lot of attrition. But what are you going to do? We did our best. We've got a province. I think expansion might actually be quite difficult, because these provinces do not look friendly. It's now barbs, lizards, knights, more barbs, and a huge amount of bear tribe. It's saying 80 enemy units so far. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see how it changes. For now there is really only one province we can move towards, and that's Belagor, because it still just says militias, heavy infantries, and archers. So, let's give it a shot. If we can take, what's this? Seftia? If we can take Seftia, that would be really good. Because striking 2 out from our cap in all directions is really important on map. Because as you can see, capitals are 3 provinces apart. So getting 2 means you've got more territory than your neighbours in your direction. So yeah, it'd be nice to get this province next, but we're kind of forced to go in this direction anyway, because I don't see anywhere good to expand into. Recruitment this turn, we're going to get a Colossi Weaver. These are pretty basic mages. They've got a lot of variety though. They'll be really nice as communion slaves and stuff, or communion masters. They also get a forge bonus as well. So items are 1 gem cheaper when they forge them. So since they're all, they can do alquils very cheap. So we'll get one of those out. They also cost no resources or anything, so they don't take away from your units. And we're getting lots more Colossi light infantry this turn. And speaking of recruitment, in Dunheim we can actually recruit scouts, which is a great first province to find. So we're going to start getting scouts out. If we've got lots of gold next turn, we might also just immediately start putting up a fort in this farmland. It's 76 income currently, and we get bonuses from Forted Coast, I think, so it should be quite a nice one for us. And it'd be a nice staging post to attack into Marignon if we want to. So, yeah, that's something. And that is pretty much it for this turn. Research is going to go into construction first. We'll get it up to 2. It might take a while though. And I'm probably going to declare this guy my prophet. I don't see why not. He's got good map movement. He's got all the sailing. He's also 2, which means he can cloud trapeze around, which would be quite helpful. Yeah, why not? I think he's a good candidate for profit. Probably better ones, but let's start spreading our dominion. Now, our god is named A Romantic Cruise. So what's the profit going to be? That's right, you guessed it. Obviously, battery-operated flameless candles. I mean, what else is the profit of A Romantic Cruise going to be? So, become profit. And that's it for this turn. There are some mercenaries, they are Victor's villains, who are not very good. 10 men for 30 gold. Should we just min bid them anyway? Just to have them? Is it useful? Yeah, why not? 30 gold. No, you know what? 31. Just to really make sure we get them if we yeah, okay, right, that's the turn. So that was turn 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.